Next on ABC7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend, police have identified the man involved in a single vehicle crash late Friday night. We have the latest. Also, the countdown to one of the biggest award shows in Hollywood is on. We have all the details from the Oscars tonight here on ABC7. And thousands of runners laced up their sneakers this morning for the El Paso Marathon, and they're still running as we speak. ABC7 Storm Tracker Dan Martinez is live from Southwest University Park with your forecast. We'll hear from him in just a bit. It's all the news you need to start your Sunday, February 22nd, 2015. ABC7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend starts now.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Josie Ortegon. Here's a look at the route that thousands of runners are taking on this morning for the El Paso Marathon. Runners are competing in the full marathon, the half marathon, and a 5K run and walk. The full marathon began atop Trans Mountain, and runners are now heading east towards Fort Bliss and will eventually make their way through central El Paso and finish at Southwest University Park. And that's where Storm Tracker Dan Martinez joins us live now with a look at our forecast this morning. Hi, Dan.
All right, Josie, good morning, and good morning to you watching at home. We are live here at Southwest University Park. The music is blasting and the people are excited. We are at the finish line. That's what you're seeing behind me. I also want to show you a different type of vantage point that we have from our ABC7 downtown camera. You see the temperature right now, 59 degrees. Those west-northwest winds at 10 miles per hour. Even those the winds right now making it feel a little cold right now. And again, we have those clouds this morning. Here's what the rest of the day is going to shape up to be like. Expect a nice morning as we've seen so far. The rain chance is still remaining at about a 20%. Notice at noon, 67 degrees, 70 degrees expected at 2 o'clock and at 5 o'clock today. Notice we'll be windy, and through the later part of the day, we'll show you your windcast and take a look at what the rest of the 7-day forecast looks like. We'll be talking more about that coming up in just a little bit. Josie, back on over to you.
Hey, Dan, thank you. And moving on, a man is in the hospital this morning after he was hit by a car last night. Police say the crash happened in West El Paso near Rim Road and El Paso Street. That's by Las Palmas Hospital. It's unclear how the crash happened. Police say the person was taken to the hospital and is in critical condition. As soon as we get more information, we'll be sure to let you know. And another man is in the hospital today. This after police say he drove his car off the road and into a ditch. This happened at the 1700 block of East San Antonio on Friday. Police say the man, 24-year-old Oscar Solis, was taken to University Medical Center where he remains in critical condition. Investigators believe speed and alcohol were factors in the crash. And just a reminder that warrants are available to the public online. The El Paso Municipal Court has released the active warrants list, and you can check to see if you have an active warrant for the city of El Paso by visiting the website elpasotexas.gov/citations. We also have a list of where you can go in person to pay. Times vary, but the locations include downtown at 810 Overland, Mission Valley at 9011 Escobar, West Side at 4801 Osborne, Northeast at 9600 Dyer, and Pebble Hills. And new this morning, a former Catholic Diocese of El Paso school board member has reached a plea agreement on charges of downloading child pornography. That's according to the El Paso Times. 54-year-old Victor Reza was arrested on August 5th. He was scheduled to go on trial in March. U.S. Department of Homeland Security investigators found he allegedly downloaded child pornography videos and photos on his home computer. Reza pleaded not guilty in September. Jail records show Reza was charged with in-transit, receipt, and distribution of child sexual exploitation material. Reza served as a board member since 2008. A plea hearing is scheduled this week. It's unclear what the details of the agreement are at this time. And State Representative Mary Gonzalez has proposed 2 bills which she hopes will help in the fight against sexual assault in colleges. The El Paso Democrat filed 2 bills that make it harder for offenders to transfer and easier for universities to keep track of rapes. Her first bill will force schools to request the disciplinary records of any transfer student. This is to make sure there is better communication between universities and would help prevent repetitive assault. Her second bill will make the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board offer a voluntary survey for all Texas public institutions. It would ask graduating students about sexual assaults during their college career. And in El Paso, businessmen filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Mexican singer Luis Miguel. ABC7 confirmed that William Brockhouse is suing the superstar for $2.1 million for breach of contract. Brockhouse claims he was Miguel's manager since 2012, but hasn't gotten paid the millions he's now suing for. We'll be sure to keep you updated on the outcome of his case. And a Mexican Coke factory shut down operations over heated protests. Mexicans angry over the disappearance of 43 students attacked the Chilpancingo offices of the FEMSA company. Protesters this week took 2 employees hostage and then threw what are believed to be gas bombs, severely injuring several people. This isn't the first company to be attacked in Mexico. Protesters have also targeted companies such as Comercial Mexicana, Lala, and Bimbo. The 43 Mexican students disappeared last September. Mexico's federal attorney general says police working with a drug cartel killed the men and burned their bodies. Victims' families, however, do not believe the government's version. And officials say as many as 2,800 inmates will be moved to other facilities after several hundred prisoners seized control of part of a federal prison in South Texas. U.S. Bureau of Prison spokesman Ed Ross says in a statement that the Willacy County Correctional Center in Raymondsville is now, quote, uninhabitable due to the damage caused by the inmate population, end quote. Willacy County Sheriff spokesperson declined to discuss the main points of the negotiations, but said there are no hostages involved and only minor injuries reported. Authorities say about 800 to 900 other inmates are not participating in the disturbance. The inmates being held at the facility are described as low-level offenders who are primarily immigrants in the U.S. illegally. And New Mexico roads need some serious upgrades, according to the state transportation department. A recent survey conducted by the state found that more than 5,000 miles of roads need reconstruction. Officials say it's difficult to solve the problem because of a shrinking state and federal budgets. This year's need for building and maintaining roads totals $450 million. And now let's talk Oscars. It's a competition of the fiercest sort. Directors, actors, and writers, and the rest of the nominees hoping they'll be summoned to stage to accept Hollywood's highest honor. ABC's Chris Connolly joins us now with more.
This year in Best Picture, mysteries abound. And with just hours to go, the intrigue has only intensified. Once, it seemed as though Boyhood was a likely choice.
Don't worry about it.
Wish we could use the bumpers.
Earlier this year, Birdman caught a second win from the Guild Awards and has surged to the front, where most feel it still remains.
Did I do something to disrespect you? Not yet.
But the Imitation Game's been strongly promoted.
If you speak a word of what I'm about to show you, you will be executed for high treason.
American Sniper's blown up at the box office.
He's got RKG Russian grenades. You saying to the kid?
You say a woman and a kid, your call.
And the overlooking of its director, Ava DuVernay, has some saying Selma has a chance at an Argo-style slingshot victory.
Give us the vote!
Without question, 3 of the top categories have favorites. Julianne Moore's peerless performance in Still Alice as a professor with early onset Alzheimer's has made her the Best Actress frontrunner.
I need to talk to you. I got something wrong with me.
As a music teacher, hell-bent on perfection from his students, Whiplash's J.K. Simmons sears the screen with vicious invective, giving us a peek at the beating heart beneath the bluster.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
I don't know.
He's the supporting actor fave.
Start counting.
And for supporting actress, there's Patricia Arquette in Boyhood.
Put the barrier up.
Giving a performance that spans 12 years.
Have you been partying?
A little bit.
Oh.
Best Actor could have had 10 worthy nominees. 2 are viewed as co-favorites. Birdman's Michael Keaton, Oscar's 63-year-old comeback kid, and The Theory of Everything's 33-year-old Eddie Redmayne, with his total transformation into the real-life role of physicist Stephen Hawking. Is there the chance of a surprise from American Sniper's Bradley Cooper or The Imitation Game's Benedict Cumberbatch? You bet there is. Good reasons to stay on the edge of your seat as Sunday night beckons.
And that was Chris Connolly reporting. Still ahead on ABC7's Good Morning El Paso weekend, about 125 million people are under a severe winter warning. We'll show you where flights were canceled because of that storm coming up. And later, NASCAR driver Kurt Busch appealed again yesterday regarding his recent suspensions. Will he be racing later today in the Daytona 500? We'll have that answer for you coming up. Time now is 8:10. Let's take a live look at traffic this morning. US 54 and Trans Mountain again is closed because of the El Paso Marathon going on, and we've heard that it'll reopen at 1 o'clock. So just be aware of that if you're headed in that area. And in storm track weather, Dan is live at Southwest University Park. Dan.
We had the showers move through earlier here at the El Paso Marathon. Could we see any more rain? And what about the wind? We'll be talking about that coming up in your storm track weather forecast after the break.
You're watching ABC 7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend with Josie Ortegon and Storm Track Weather with Dan Martinez.
Welcome back. Time now is 8:12. Talk about dangerously cold conditions. More than 300 flights canceled today exactly because of that. About 125 million Americans are under a wind chill warning or advisory. Even in southern states like Georgia, a wintry mix of snow and freezing rain is